And today we have a special guest all the way from the country of Burkina Faso. My good friend Eric Beba, he graduated from Armstrong in December, I believe. And I knew him when I was at Armstrong, and he's now mentoring with the Big Brother, Big Sister program. I believe Fenori Dudley is his little brother, and he agreed to come and speak about his country and where he's from.
Hello everybody, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let me sit here and feel home and talk to my brothers and sisters. I would like to start by telling y'all that your first best friend is your teacher. I've been working with kids a lot, and sometimes I hear kids saying that the teacher does not like me. I think all the teachers here are trying the best they can to make us succeed and become the next Barack Obamas and the next Michelle Obamas. Okay? So don't say again that the teacher does not like you, okay? Alright. So like Mr. Jagger said, I'm from Burkina Faso. This is West Africa. And before I go on, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of background about Africa. I've got an African map here. And Burkina Faso is right here, somewhere right here on the west coast. And a lot of y'all, history shows that a lot of y'all are most likely from West Africa, because when the slave trade was going on, Europeans used to come here on the West African coast right here and get people and send them to the Americas, to the United States. And here, the border right here, around South Africa, those around there, some of them used to go to Europe, and some of them used to go to the Caribbean. So a lot of y'all have your ancestors coming from West Africa. Okay? Alright. So, and in Africa, it's not all black people. You have the sub-Saharan Africa, which is like down here, mostly black populated. And this area right here on the top of the map, they kind of light skin, they look like Arabic people. And most of them are Muslim. And I also want to tell y'all that a lot of times people say that Muslim people are bad. Don't believe it. I believe in Africa where the population is half Muslim, half Christian. We should not judge based upon the color of the skin, just like Martin Luther King told us. So we should not judge neither by who is Muslim or who is Christian. We have bad Muslim and good Muslim and bad Muslim. So let us not judge by that. Okay. As I move on, I'm going to let y'all know a little bit about Africa. I know that you guys had breakfast before coming here, right? At school, right? Okay. In Africa, kids do not have free meal at school. You have some of the kids walk 1 or 2 miles to go to school. And at 12 o'clock, they have to walk back to go eat and walk back to the school. So you guys feel special and do not take it for granted. Your parents and your teachers are working really hard to help you succeed. So try to do your best, because on the other part of the world, some kids do not have the same thing you have right here. Okay? So don't take it for granted. And a lot of times, you're going to hear that Africa is all about poverty. That is not true. Some people in Africa don't have food. They can go by the day without having food. But it's not all the time to say that the case. You know, we have rich African and poor African. Some television shows show some people without clothes on. This is like 1% of Africa. So this is not accurate either. So know that Africa is populated with people just like you. Okay? And let me tell you another thing. Your ancestors did great. Before your ancestors got here, they used to do science, math, philosophy. And then when slave trade started, all those documents got burned, they got destroyed, and because people moved around, all those documents could not be found. That's how destruction started. But now, Africa is building up again, it's getting stronger and stronger. And every time I call back home, they say we're proud of the American brothers, okay? All right. Now I'm going to teach y'all to say something in African, okay? In my city, we speak Jula, and I'm going to tell y'all, teach y'all something. If I say Kobidi, you say Kokai, okay? Kobidi. Kobidi. Okay, now you don't even know the meaning of Kokai and you say it. What if it's a bad thing? Okay, basically Kobidi means, what's up? How you doing? And when you say Kokai, you meaning I'm fine. So Kobidi. There you go. Now you learn African. If you go home, tell your parents, hey, Kobidi, and teach them how to say Kokai, okay? All right. And yeah. And like I was saying, some kids in Africa don't have the same thing y'all have right here. When I was a kid, we couldn't go to Toys R Us all the time to get toys. We had to make some ourselves. So, like, you see, this is a sample airplane that we used to make when I was young. With paper. And you just throw it in the air. And it flies. Sometimes it will fly for a long time before coming down. So, this is another example to show y'all that your parents are working really hard. Don't take it for granted. Most of the time, please take time to tell your parents thank you and tell your teachers thank you. Okay? All right, and I'm going to show you another thing before I finish. Do you know what this is? Oh, okay. In Africa, we call it football. You call it here soccer. Because we play with the foot, right? Yeah. And all around the world, it's called football. So know that this is also called football, okay? And I'm going to show you just a little bit about soccer. You know, when you by yourself, you can, do small things like... Okay, you can do it? Okay, yeah, we're going to do that later, okay? All right. So it's called football all around the world, and in America it's called soccer, okay? And I have something else to give to a couple of people. If anybody here can tell me the name of one African country, he's gonna get a t-shirt. Okay. I got t-shirts, I got wristbands. Now they're kind of big, but if it doesn't fit, you can still give it to your parents, okay? Let me see. Tell me the name of one African country. Georgia is in the United States. Oh, how about you? Oh, all right. Yes? Oh, okay, all right. Burkina Faso, I'm from Burkina Faso, right? All right, let me do this. I'm just gonna, okay, you take one for you. Oh, one for the principal. Oh, I forgot, sorry. And on the t-shirt, it says the journey for hope, right here. The journey for hope, and you have the map of Africa on it. So, yeah, you're welcome. The Journey for Hope is basically an organization that I've created. 2 years ago, I have walked from Savannah to Chicago. It took me 2 months to do it. I was doing it because I wanted to raise awareness on education in Africa. Because we don't have everything you guys have here. And I wanted to help my brothers and sisters out. So, and I came to the United States. I have graduated from Armstrong, like Mr. Jaja was saying. And I would like to encourage you guys. The brother came from Africa, and so far he's doing pretty good. You guys can do it. You guys can excel, okay? I want y'all to know that a lot of things are going to be said about the black race. Do not worry about it. Just do what you have to do to succeed. I have walked from Savannah to Chicago. That's something I could do. But everybody right here, you have something special with you. It might be education, it might be music or whatever. Just make sure you do what you can do and stay out of trouble, okay? I'm going to let y'all repeat this. Stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble. Say it again.